So the Spurs might have one of the best young rosters in the NBA. Of course, headlined by Victor Wembanyama. Of course, this team did just trade for De'Aaron Fox, which was, in my opinion, a good trade. I think it's going to be nice to have a good point guard with Victor. I think that's really what he needs. This team also has Stephon Cassell, reigning Rookie of the Year, and of course, just drafted Dylan Harper, number 2 overall. Now, this Spurs team, I really don't think is one of the worst teams on paper. Of course, with the record set, of course, have missed the playoffs the last 2 years under Victor, but it's really just because of injuries. I mean, of course, year one, they had the number 1 overall pick before, so they weren't projected to be good. But last year, of course, Victor was out the blood clot. Greg Popovich had a stroke and actually never came back, ended up retiring. The Spurs are in a new era, first year not under Greg Popovich in a very long time. This is going to be a very interesting team, but we're going to look to rebuild the Spurs team and hopefully win them their 6th NBA championship. So let's get to it. So here's the Spurs team going in the 2025-2026 season. Of course, they're going to have a healthy Victor entering year 3. This is his last year under his rookie deal, so Victor is going to need to get paid. Probably a super max, but Victor has been phenomenal in his time in the NBA. You know, he won a Rookie of the Year, was an All-Star last year. De'Aaron Fox, another guy. He's been a very good point guard. Of course, spent all of his career on the Sacramento Kings, where he's been good. Not a huge passer, but he can pass good, gets a good amount of steals, but is a very good scorer and very athletic. Stephon Cassell just won Rookie of the Year, and of course, a not very impressive rookie class, but he's still here. He's a guy, and even if we don't keep him on the team long term, with Dylan Harper, the rookie out of Rutgers, of course, Ron Harper's son, we might look to trade Stephon Cassell in a trade because his trade value is going to be very high and potentially could use him to get another star on this team. Harrison Barnes is here, which his contract isn't good, but it's on the last year. Keldon Johnson. Dylan Harper, which I imagine he'll probably be coming off the bench for us year 1, but I definitely see him as the long-term starting shooter. Of course, brought in Luke Cornett, who I think is one of the better backup centers in the league. Kelly Olynyk here, Lindy Waters. Carter Bryant, who they drafted with the 14th pick. Maybe another guy we could develop or possibly a trade asset. And that's pretty much it for the guys who matter on this team. So, going here in year 1, we're going to have De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Cassell, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and Victor with Dylan Harper, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Sohan, and Luke Cornett. And I guess Kelly Olynyk in rotation. His first head coach is Mitch Johnson. So we'll probably give him a few years to figure things out. We'll be 4-star, underbalanced. And let's just get straight into the season. So game 1 against the Mavs, we're going to need a 1-point victory. 23 points for Vassell, 19 for Fox, 17 points with 3 assists for Harper in his NBA debut is really good. 15 points with 12 rebounds, 2 assists for Victor. So good first game, but we're going to simulate this season, and maybe I'll look around the league and see if there's a big move to be made at the midseason mark. But yeah, we'll simulate this year. So here at the trade down, we are currently 27-23. We're not doing too bad with a 7 seed. 23 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, about 2 steals, and 3.5 blocks for Victor. 20 points, 3.5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal for Fox. Cassell's averaging 14, 3, and 5. Vassell, 12. Keldon Johnson, 11. Barnes averaging 8. Dylan Harper, the rookie, 13.5, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and a steal. He's having a solid rookie year. Sohan has 6 points a game. Luke Cornett's not really doing anything. But 27-23, it isn't crazy good, but I'm honestly looking at some guys. So, 2 guys on my list that make sense for us. John Morant, who's averaging 27 points in Memphis. Him and Ja and Wemby could be a very nice duo. 7 assists for Ja, he gets a good amount of assists. Or Bam, who's averaging 21 and 10. Bam would also be a nice addition to this team as a new power forward. So we're going to look and see if we can make a trade here for one of these star players. So I'm going to see if I can make this trade for Ja Morant. So we're going to send De'Aaron Fox, who's a 20-point per game scorer, Stephon Cassell, who's about 14 points and 5 assists, and 2 first-round picks for Ja Morant and G.G. Jackson. They will not accept that. I will throw in some maybe the Sox unprotected pick. They will not accept that. Okay, Celtics, and we get it done. So a ton of assets in this trade. Look your transaction report. So the full trade: De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Cassell, 1 first this year, 2 firsts next year, and a 2028 first for John Morant and Gigi Jackson. So this gives us kind of a new lineup here. We're gonna have John Morant at the 1. Dylan Harper will now move into a starting spot at the 2. Devin Vassell, Kelvin Johnson, Victor, Harrison Barnes is 6-man. Gigi Jackson will get in the rotation. We'll try to develop him. But I think this is a big trade for us for the future. Well, now John Morant and Victor. Looking at contract negotiations, Harrison Barnes will probably let walk. Actually, you know what? Before we move, I honestly might try to trade Barnes just because 1 year left on this deal. Maybe we could get something better for him. Somebody on maybe a longer contract or something. Or maybe a little bit of an improvement. I actually might consider this. I think we're going to do this. I saw that the Nuggets were selling. We're going to trade them. They'll get rid of Aaron Gordon and Jonas Valanciunas. We will trade Harrison Barnes and Kelly Olynyk for those two. So Aaron Gordon actually moved into their starting spot. So kind of a new starting rotation here. And yeah, that's going to be the bench. So game 1 with this new core is going to be against the Mavs. We're actually going to lose. Ja's going to have 25 points in his first game here. But yeah, we'll see him like the rest of the season and see if we can make the playoffs. So at the end of the season, Shea is going to win his second straight MVP. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year, 6-man. Westbrook back on the Lakers is crazy. We do have Victor winning DPOI, which he basically wins every year, but Victor makes his second first-team All-Defense. He was a DPOI, also an All-Star. Clay Ware, Most Improved, Jokic Coach of the Year. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. We do have Victor on All-NBA first team. Nobody on second team. And we do have Ja on third team All-NBA. Victor on defensive first. All rookie, we will have Dylan Harper, so he came second in Rookie of the Year race, and we make the playoffs here. As a 6, you got to take on OKC, but we ended the year good. In terms of the West, we finished 49-33, ending the year on a 4-game winning streak. So we do make the playoffs. I was kind of worried we were going to be a play-in team, but we officially make the playoffs. 22-12 for Victor. Ja averaged 27-4, about 8 assists and a steal. Aaron Gordon 11. Vassell 13, Johnson. So Harper's numbers did go down as he started, but we're gonna have some good starting minutes, which I like. This will be the rotation going into the playoffs here. So yeah, OKC reigning champs are the 3 seed. This is going to be a very tough matchup for round 1, as they're absolutely going to blow us out in game 1 of the series. Game 2, we actually will tie it up though. 33-11 for Victor, 31 for Ja. We'll go 2-1 here on OKC. We'll take that 21 for Sohan, 11 assists for Ja. They will tie it up 2-2. So we got 2-2 series here. OKC's got to go up 3-2. Okay. So now we'll simcast here. Going here at home in San Antonio. Down 3-2. If we lose, we're done. Going into the fourth quarter, it is currently 100-102. We're up by 2. We're going to win by 1. Okay, I was thinking about jumping in there. I'm going to lower the rotation down to an 8-man rotation here instead of a 10-man. I'm going to run an 8-man rotation here for Game 7. Back in OKC. Let's see what happens. On the road. Yeah, we ended up getting blown out. 143-127. Triple-double for Josh. So a good effort against the defending champs. We take them to 7. But we are sadly going to be a first-round exit here, as it is going to be the Timberwolves and Hawks in the finals, and Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves get their first championship. So, not a bad year overall. But, you know, we make the playoffs. I wish we could have done more, but LeBron retires. LeBron, Curry, and Chris Paul enter the Hall of Fame. Bunch of jersey retirements there. We'll go to the draft, which we did trade a ton of picks, so I don't even know if we have a first-round pick this year. I guess we'll see. I'll just see from here. So we have a couple seconds. The second pick in the second round. I could actually trade up into the first round if I were to trade these. So I'm going to trade 4 nice second-round picks for a future second and the 26th pick in the first round. So I like that trade for us. Mitch Johnson, I'm going to keep as head coach. We were a playoff team this year, so don't really see any reason to fire him yet. And we'll take our first-round pick here. The Heat, number 1, get Darren Peterson. Number 2, Jazz, get Dash Daniels. Rockets get Mikael Brown Jr. Warriors, AJ Debinsa. Replace Steph Curry as the star of the team. So you got Caden Boozer here late in the first. Um, Luigi Suggs. I think I'm going to take Caden Boozer here from Duke. I like that pick for us there. So got a nice depth at point guard, 73 overall. So Victor will accept his option. You got Sohan on qualifying offer. So we'll get him extended 3-year deal at about 60 mil. Anybody else move teams? Harden stay there. Lakers. Porzingis goes to the Nets. Interesting. Okay. So where do we need depth on this team? Point guard, probably shooting guard. I'm gonna say point guard, shooting guard. Maybe Malik Beasley. He's a 78 overall. Point guard, Malcolm Brogdon, maybe 2-year minimum for him. Think we could use the backup small forward too. Maybe we'll bring in Gary Payton the second. And that'll cap off free agency for us. No really big moves. We bring back Victor. Oh my gosh, here's a big improvement. Dylan Harper's up to an 84 overall. Jaws a 93, 96 for Victor. We do got some regression. Even GG Jackson up to a 78. Aaron Gordon is regressing a bit. In terms of our trade, John Morant, so we traded for the Grizzlies. Where are the Grizzlies at? I want to see how Stephon Cassell. He's up to an 85, so pretty much the same as what Dylan Harper is now. We'll honestly take that. Do got to actually waive some guys from the team, so we'll do that. I guess we'll release GP. So we'll go auto-generate draft classes right now. There aren't a ton of draft classes yet for the future years, so we'll just go auto-gen now. So John Morant, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Aaron Gordon, Victor. We have Sohan, Keldon Johnson, GG Jackson as rotation. I'm actually going to run a 9-man. I had that adjusted for the playoffs. So Malik Beasley will also get in that rotation. I like how the team's looking right now. We are 4.5 star and balanced. Anything we're better in, no, balance looks like the best thing. So we're going to be opening up against the Steph Curry-less Warriors. 31-20 for Wemby, 22 for Ja. Dylan Harper with only 5 points. He shot really bad. But we'll simulate to probably around midseason again and see how we're doing. So a little bit of an update here. We actually ended up winning the NBA Cup this year as Victor won Cup MVP after 31, 16, 6, 3 steals, and about 5 blocks as we're currently 17-7. Just a little update here right now. Here in year 2, Victor is going to win the MVP 27, 13.5, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Victor was very good. Rookie of the Year, Darren Peterson, Dame 6-man. Victor also takes home the second straight DPOI. Scoot Most Improved Tatum Clutch Player of the Year, and Mike Brown Coach of the Year. We were 1 game worse than the Knicks, 60-22. Victor, All-NBA first team. Second team, we have John Morant. He averaged about 26 this year. That's pretty good. He was an All-Star this year. Nobody on third team. Victor made defensive first, and no rookies who really played. So we are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Was that OKC in the play-in? Oh, thank God they did not make it out. Wait, they did. They're taking on Dallas. Okay, it's kind of scary, but we got Golden State. First year without Steph Curry. Let's get ready here. Who does this Warriors team have now? They got the Bands, of course. Jimmy Butler still. Bruce Jackson Davis, Pods, and Anthony Simons. Game 1, we're going to win. 35-16 for Victor, 29 for Ja. Game 2, we're going to win. Game 3, and Game 4. So nice sweep in round 1. We make it past the Warriors to take on the Suns. D-Book, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks are all back in the playoffs. They just defeated Kevin Durant and the Rockets. They want to start Sohan over Gordon. Gordon's actually playing kind of trash. So we actually win this one. Yeah, Sohan only had 2 points in the starting lineup. Actually, I'd probably get him out of there. Yeah, get Gordon back in the starting lineup. Game 2, we are going to win. So currently up 2-0. They're going to win one, make it 2-1. We're going to go up 3-1 and 4-1. So we are in the conference finals. Knicks make it on the other side. 2 number 1 seeds are here. As we got to take on this really good team. Of course, the Mavs seem like very well in Sim. Of course, Cooper Flag, 80, and Kyrie are all here. Very stacked team. So game 1, they are going to win. Game 1 victory for Dallas. Battle of Texas. Game 2, we're going to win. Game 3, we'll take a nice 2-1 lead. They're going to make it 2-2. Okay, 2-2 game here. 2-2 series. Going back to San Antonio at home. Very close game so far. No team is really pulling away. They pull away last second to go up 3-2. Oh, man. Last second, they pull away. Gordon shooting really bad from 3. I really think we probably do start Sohan here. So this is to force a game 7. We're at Dallas, at their home, taking on the Mavs. Can we get past the juggernaut of the Mavs? We do. So we got a game 7 here. They're really just alternating. I mean, dang. Holy crap. Who played better in the last game? Sohan. He shot bad. Gordon only took 2 shots. I mean, I guess we'll just listen to him. Let's see, Game 7. Whoever wins this will be taking on the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. We are currently blowing them out at home. And we're going to the Finals, 136-84. 30-11 for Ja, 30 for Wemby. Victor, Western Conference. Bam, Eastern. We tried to trade for Bam, couldn't get him. This is a rematch of the Spurs and Heat final from a while ago, from a long time ago, early 2000s, early 2010s, about with LeBron on the Heat, of course. Tim Duncan with Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, all those guys. I don't think they had Kawhi yet, but we got the Heat. The Heat are back in the finals, of course, from the play-in, just like they did in real life, and they're going to win Game 1. We're going to go down 1-0. We'll tie it up 1-1 here. We'll go up 2-1. Big blowout there. 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals, and that is it. Ja just said scored 51 points as we have won the championship here in year 2. Victor averaged 27, 13, 4, 2-4 steals, and almost basically 5 blocks. Now, we just won our first championship here, but I'm going to keep this rebound going probably for at least like 2 more years and see how many championships we can win over that span. So let's get to work with this offseason and hopefully make this team even better than they are now. Russ joined the Warriors. He's going to retire. James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, Paul George, our assistant head coach. Russ, Paul George, Harden, of course, all make the Hall of Fame as they will in real life. We're ready for the draft lottery here. Now the Grizzlies show that Milwaukee pick. It is a swap pick. So we're obviously going to keep our head coach Mitch Johnson. I mean, we just won the championship, so I think we need to do that. I'm not sure if we have any firsts this year. Imagine not. 2 seconds. Honestly, probably won't even draft this year. Probably just going to decline these guys. I really don't care about the second round picks. You got to pay Victor. And I'm going to give him the bag. I'm going to give him a player option and a no trade clause. He's restricted, but he's obviously going to agree to that. We're going to give him a realistic offer to what Victor will be making in real life. Giannis joins the Clippers. Jokic goes to the Warriors. Kyrie goes back to the Mavs. Rockets keep their guys. Tyler Hero goes back to the Heat. So, in terms of depth, probably could use a better backup center if we could find one here. Cam Johnson. Maybe like Santi Aldama. We can make him a center. That would work. Point guard. What about Scottie Pippen Jr.? Honestly, he's kind of a baller now. He did not work out on the Lakers, but he's been good for the Grizzlies. So looking at this team, we do got a ton of improvements still. Gigi Jackson's up to an 81. Aaron Gordon is regressing big time. Sohan's an 81. 87 overall for Dylan Harper. 94 for Ja. So yeah, Dylan Harper, we got a nice big 3. I think I will try to make a move for a better small forward or power forward just to kind of finish out this lineup. Because currently it's looking kind of rough there. So before we start the season, I'm going to go and look, see if we can make a big time trade as Damian Lillard announces his retirement. I honestly like this move before we start the season. I'm going to do this actually instead of getting a power forward. We're going to trade Jeremy Sohan for 2029 first and Malcolm Brogdon to the Lakers for Dolan Connect, who averaged about 13 and 3 last year, and Austin Reeves, who still averaged like 12 points. So 2 guys to really add to our bench. The new lineup is going to be, I guess they want to start Gordon. I think maybe we give Gigi Jackson the chance to start an 82. So we'll have Morant, Harper as the backcourt, Vassell, Gigi Jackson, Wemby. We'll have Gordon. I think Gordon will actually play. Um, Actually, I want to switch the rotation up. We're going to run a 9-man rotation, not what we were just doing. Um, so yeah, Reeves, Keldon Johnson, Connect, Gordon as the rotation. So that's what we're going to run. Finals rematch game one. We're going to beat the Heat 32 and 17 for Wemby, 17 for Ja, 12 and 8 for Gigi Jackson, 10 for Harper, 10 for Connect. Reeves only has 5. But we'll continue through this year. Hopefully, we could be back in the finals again. I'm going to make a trade here. We are trading Devin Vassell, Aaron Gordon, and our 2031 first for Trey Murphy, a new starting power forward. He's averaging, small forward, averaging 13, 3, 3. And he's shooting well from 3 and from the field. We're also going to get another backup power forward in Herb Jones. So nice trade for us there. That gives us more depth at power forward, which we kind of need. Just Carter Bryant really hasn't done much for us yet. I don't really know if he's even the rotation. Honestly, feel like maybe we try to move him with only 1 year left on his deal. See if we could get a better bench player for him. Cedric Coward. He's actually playing well. You know what? Screw it. I actually like that offer. We're going to trade Carter Bryant and our 2030 swap worst with San Antonio. Swap worst Dallas pick. He's only played 1 year in the league for Cedric Coward. Honestly, kind of a nice trade for us there. I like it. Can he play small forward? He actually goes up quite a bit. It's kind of a cheat code. And then we will move Herb Jones or Trey Murphy to backup power forward. And so Coward can play small forward. I actually like that. That gives us a nice rotation. Gigi Jackson will move back as a starter. Move 23 to Johnson, 28 there. And yeah, our bench is really filled out. We got a nice bench. And we'll continue throughout the year. We are 36 and 16 here at the deadline. So we'll 100% take that. And let's continue to the playoffs. So here at the end of year 3, Victor is going to win another MVP, back-to-back MVPs for him. I'm sure he won another DPOI. He did 3 straight DPOIs. But he averaged about 28 points, 13.5 rebounds, 2 steals, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. BJ Sanders, Rookie of the Year, Jaden Hardy, 6-man. Hardy actually developed kind of good in this game. Wemby, another DPOI. Dillingham, most improved. So does Dillingham. And Fox, Clutch Player of the Year on Memphis, placing Ja. Steve Kerr won Coach of the Year, even though I'm pretty sure he finished as the number 1 seed. Wemby, only a first team, nobody on second team. We did have John Morant on the third team. Defensive first, Wemby. Nobody on the second team, and no rookies. So we are the number 1 seed this year, though. 100% take that. Big time year for the team. They really don't want to start. They don't want to start Gigi Jackson really at all. Well, wait, what? Okay. We're at 21 to Johnson. Oops, no. We'll go 27 to Gigi Jackson. I want him to start for us. Unless he's a big negative on the team, which, then probably not. But we'll see. Was he a negative for the team? Herb Jones was. Wow. Big time negative. Keldon Johnson wasn't. No, Gigi Jackson wasn't. He averaged 1.7 wins. But Thunder out of the play-in is unfair, really. Wow. Saying the Thunder out of the play-in is brutal. They're going to win game 1. We'll tie up the series 1-1 here. We'll go up 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1. So we defeat the Thunder in round 1, 4-1. Taking on Dallas in round 2. Dallas really sucks to play. Also, how did Cedric Coward play for us? Was he good? 7 points. No, he averaged about 12 in the regular season. We'll take that. That's what he's basically averaging. In Memphis. Game 1 against the Mavs, we're going to win 29-16 for Wemby. Game 2, we're going to go 2-0. They're going to make it 2-1, 2-2. We'll go up 3-2 and 4-2. So back in the conference finals, yet again, and we're going to be taking on the Warriors, who just signed Nikola Jokic. Steve Kerr won Coach of the Year. They were their second seed, so they're going to be tough. Game 1, we're going to win. Game 2, we'll win. Game 3, they'll make it 3-1, and we'll win 4-1. It is going to be Trae Young and the Hawks. They made it to the finals in year 1. They are back here in year 3, going for 2 straight championships. Can we get it done? Game 1, we will win 31-17 for Wemby, 21 for Harper. I did bump up Harper's shot tendency. He wasn't averaging a ton of points, so we bumped that up. And yeah, he ends up shooting well. I mean, he's the third option, so you kind of expect about 15 points a game for him. But we win back-to-back championships here. Wemby, second Finals MVP of his career after back-to-back championships. He averages 33, 17, 6, 4, and 3.5. As we defeat the Hawks, we'll go one more season, going all out and seeing if we can win our 3rd straight championship, concluding the Dynasty. Kevin Durant, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler retired, Damian Lillard. Big-time retirements here in year 3. Dame and KD enter the Hall of Fame. Draft lottery, probably not any picks. We've really just traded our picks, but it's worked. So, yeah. Gonna keep Mitch Johnson for the last run. He's been a good coach for us. Good successor for Greg Popovich. So, 3 second-round picks. We probably will just skip over the draft. We'll accept all these options. I mean, we've kept Luke Cornett around. He has 3 championships now. Let's see if we can get him 4. We'll just keep him. Connect on the qualifying offer. Got to bring Dalton Connect back. He was a good bench guy for us this year, so we'll take that. In terms of free agents, Luka goes back to the Lakers. Sarr goes back to the Wizards. Risa Shea Hawks. 80 goes back to the Mavs. Looks like not really any movement around the league. So, in terms of affordable players, not really anybody I'm interested in, I don't think. We really still could use a good backup point guard, but probably just try to trade for one of those. So, we'll go past free agency. Victor is up to almost 90 overall and 98. Jaws are regressing a bit, still a 93. Harper, though, up to a 91. Coward's at 86. Do got some regression, but it's all bench guys. Reeves isn't really that good anymore. But I think this should be a year. I think this is a team that could win the championship again. We got to trade 2 guys. We'll just trade the 2 bottom guys on this team. We'll get this to trade top 3 protected pick. I don't know why they would do that, but we'll take it. We'll take any draft capital we can get. So here we go. 2028-2029 season. Going all out for number 3. Dylan Harper, Cedric Howard, Keldon Johnson. No, he's not going to play as a starter. So Gigi Jackson, Victor, Keldon Johnson, Herb Jones, Dalton Connect, and Trey Murphy as lineup. Balanced, still the best system. Looks like it is. So back-to-back against the Kings. We're going to win game 1. 34 for Ja, 33 for Harper. Triple-double, 31 points for Wemby. That's what we need out of this big 3. But we'll go to the go to the playoffs, and hopefully we can win ring number 3. We're going to make this trade here. We're actually really good right now, but I think this is a trade. Herb Jones is a negative in the wins added, so we're going to trade him and Santi Aldama to the Hawks for Jalen Johnson, who's averaging 15 points. He's having a good year. He'll be definitely a good player for us. So, Jalen Johnson added to the team. They actually want to start him, which I honestly don't think is crazy. I mean, Gigi Jackson averaged about 14, but Johnson's a better rebounder and stuff. I think that's a good trade for us, as we are 40-12, but the Warriors are 2 games better than us, as hopefully we can capture that number 1 seed before the end of the year. Victor wins another MVP. I think this is 3 in a row for him. It is 28 points, 12.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. All in Palmer Rookie of the Year. Giddy, 6th man. Victor also has won 4 DPOIs in a row as Cade Coach of the Year. Mitch Johnson is Coach of the Year. We go 67 and 15. Have Victor on NBA first team. No Ja on any teams, I don't think. Yeah, not seeing. So Ja Morant did not make an All-NBA team this year. But it doesn't matter. our focus is on playoffs. Did Jalen North continue his good year? Looks like Epa's played well. Um, so getting ready for the playoffs, taking on Utah. Oops, why is it? Oh, let me simmer. Oh, okay. I'm also click on another series, but we're gonna sweep the Jazz to take on the Mavs. Cooper Flag's up to a 98. Cooper Flag is one of the best players in the NBA right now. He probably is tied with Wemby for the best player. We're gonna go up to 3-0. We're gonna make it 3-1 and 4-1. So the Suns defeat the two-seeded Warriors. So we'll be taking on D-Book, Jalen Green. I think we played them earlier in this rebuild. Taking them on again. Game 1, we're gonna win. They're gonna make it 1-1. They're going up 2-1 on us. Okay. I don't know if we're to simcast yet. 3-1. Is this where it ends? At home in San Antonio, trying to pull off the 3-1 comeback. I don't know if it's going to happen. It looks like, yeah, we're done for. So, 123-91. The Suns are going to defeat us. They're going to be Knicks Suns finals as the Suns win. Devin Booker finals MVP. They win their first championship. So, that is how it ends. We sadly lose to the Suns in the conference finals. It sucks to go out on a loss. I wanted to hit the three-peat, but this is the final team. I think we built this team really good. We traded away some players, but, we got John Morant, who's been phenomenal for us. Victor developed well, winning 3 MVPs and 3 DPOIs. Dylan Harper developed into a beast. We got Coward Johnson, G.G. Jackson. We're very deep with a ton of depth, a really nice bench. Of course, NBA history. We did end up winning 2 championships, beat the Heat and the Hawks. Sadly, couldn't make it in the last year, but 2 championships isn't bad. We got a nice little dynasty here. And this team's definitely set up for the future with Victor and Ja, Dylan Harper. Not a nice big 3. Probably could go on to win a bunch more championships, but we'll end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more 2K and Madden videos. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.